Hello, crafty friends. Sparkle here. Today is part one of my project for the Rach and Bella June Challenge, and we're using this kit, the Healing Hollyhocks, excuse me, kit. And I'll leave the link below. And if you use code Holly20, you'll get 20% off the kit. So before I tear into it too much, um, this is what the kit, most of it looks like. I think I have most of it printed. The pages are just so pretty. I've already printed mine on both sides and I was starting to work on a journal, so that's why their corners are rounded and such. So just look at how pretty they are. And I'll tell you a little bit about hollyhocks because I didn't know what hollyhocks were. I knew they were a flower, but um, they're tall, blooming flowers, and they have an old history that they've been around for a very long time. Many hollyhock plants have been passed down from generation to generation through the seeds of previously grown plants, which is truly a piece of history. So if I had some and I planted them and then I took the seeds and I gave them to somebody else, and that can go on and on. Commonly cultivated as ornamental plants, the roots of hollyhocks are often used medicinally, while the stems are sometimes used as firewood. So they come in different colors. There's red, there's pink, there's white, and I think there's yellow. Oh, these pages are just gorgeous. Rachel, you outdid yourself. So everything just like melts into the paper here. And it's cute background page papers as well. So if you wanted to print on both sides like I did, here's some pink and white ones. Hollyhock flowers have gained various meanings throughout time, but a couple stand out above the rest. One meaning that is most significant is that they symbolize ambition. Other sources indicate that the meaning behind hollyhock flowers is that they symbolize fertility. So, just something to think about. I printed some of them on tracing paper in case I wanted to cut them out. And you see I already cut a piece out on this one, but we'll see where this is all going. I printed my pockets and elements 2 to a page, so they're smaller, and I'm hoping that's going to work. Same thing with my words and some flowers that were in there. Um, there's some more cutouts and stamps. Those are on cardstock. Some hearts are on cardstock, and some tags. So that's pretty much the kit. It comes in two sizes, A4 and then letter size. So what we're going to work on today is just organizing some pieces. So I'm going to take my 6 pages and put them aside. I've already folded them and I'm going to use them in a journal just like this. And I'll add some other pages to it later. We can talk about that later. So then I'm left with what's on my desk here. So I didn't know how I was going to cover it because I wanted to use it whole because I didn't want to lose any of the beauty on these images. I just like the trim and everything. So I saw this packaging on my desk here from Amazon, and I thought, well, what if I just leave the packaging as it is, cut it to fit a little bit bigger? I can always trim that, and make a wraparound, and then just do this, sew in one signature here. And I'd be fine with that. So it's a little rustic looking. It's crunchy and thick. So we're going to use that. So we'll take this out. And all I did was I measured my book and then I added an inch. Okay. So I could cut that down more later if I want to, but I think I'm happy with that. And that's okay that it sticks out a little bit. Okay. That's fine. So I just cut that down, and then I cut off an edge here just to wrap it, and I just gave it a 1/2 inch seam in here, just for closure and expansion. Okay, so that's all this is. I reinforce the seam here, had a little rip in it, so I just put some of my medical tape on here, and I think sorry about that. I think I'll put some of this on after. This is just some vintage, it's like washi. So I might use that. We'll see. So that's all this is. And but then my problem was, this is 9 inches, 9.5 inches, and your paper's only 8.5 inches long. Because you don't want to go to 11 inches, because that would be backwards. So I had to think. I know, thinking scary for Sparkle. So what I decided to do was take a piece of music paper, and that could be my base. And then I took one of my pages, and that's going to go here for the second layer. I love this here sparkly, glittery, whatever. So that's going to go there. And then this is a piece of the tracing paper, one of the images. And that can go here, something like this on the cover. And then, we'll do something on here. And then we can do something on the back. So let's try to get this down and see how that works. But that was just an element from here. And you can pick something else out too, because I have this one, and I also have these. And the reason that I put them on tracing paper was because it wouldn't be so thick on here. Okay. So let's see. These can be done on the table. Now they are going to cover. I'm trying to decide if I need to. I think I'm going to just take my ink pad, just because and just rough it up a little bit around the edges, because I don't know what's going to show. And I'd rather it be brown ink. So when we do put our paper down there, you sort of see some of the brown ink. I'm not going to ink these. I'm considering sewing when it's done. So let's just see how this goes. So this is our base, and I'm just going to use my glue stick. Okay, so make sure there's an orientation that you get that right. So yeah, this looks like it's going to be a lovely challenge. Beautiful elements and things. So let's try to get this straight, Sparkle. And we're just going to go and make sure anything is stuck down. And this does have a shinier side. For this, I'm just going to put a little bit of 3-in-1 down sporadically. Not not tons of it, just a little bit to grab it. And I just want it off to the side here. And some of this, we're going to put this over it. So, okay. So let's put this down. Yeah. So I want it to go in between these little margins here. So it's a layer, but it's not super, super thick. And we'll just go in with our art glitter glue and go around the edges for some reinforcement. See, I like the way that sparkles. All right, then this is going to go on here. Okay. I should open it like that so you can see. And so, right. I did find some of this really pretty lace that just happens to match it nicely. So I think I'll glue this down first. So let's do that. And let's see. We'll use this, and then we'll use our glitter glue to make sure it's nice and sticky around the edges. So I want it to be even over here. Oops. We still need to get some of this glued down or trimmed. I might trim some of that. It's going to be covered by the lace, so let me just put a couple drops of this stuff here. Yeah, that looks pretty so far. And yeah, we're going to add some things to it after. So let's see this. So right about in here. Yeah, I actually found a bag of wide mismatched pieces of lace at Goodwill. So you don't got to tell me twice, and I'll trim that off. Let me get the other scissors. Let's see if I can straighten this out. think that'll look pretty there. Okay. Yeah. So let's just put this up here. What is that? It's fun when you're trying to create something and you don't really have an idea what you're going to do, and you just start seeing things and putting things together. That's what I did this morning. I said, well, I'm just going to print the kit. And then I said, well, but I want to use the whole pages. So then the rest went from there. I think I want that part to stick up on top there. What is it with this glue? I think I live in Arizona or something. See, and then when that's done and you have your book in here, you know, it's going to start building up. So let's just make sure everything is where you want it up here. Okay. This has to go down. And this has to go down. And we could put some clamps on here if you want, just to make sure the edges stay put. Yeah, I like that that's sticking up a little bit. All right, so that's that for now. And later we'll cut out some of the other embellishments and put them on there. But you can see the sparkle from the glitter there. I think that looks cute. All right, so let's do the back here. And again, we'll just take our ink pad and just go around the edges. This is my smushingle. We'll put that on and then I'll see about sewing. Okay. So for this, I have a piece of music paper that I was going to put on here. And let's see. Take a piece off the top. And a little bit off the bottom. And then one side. And let's see. Yeah, a bit off here. Oops. I know, I cut my paper backwards. You're all dying laughing at me. My hands don't work the right way. So I do things differently. All right, so that's the front. Okay. So this is going to go here. That's going to go there. Yeah, we've got to take a little bit off here too. good enough. Okay. So this is going to go on here. Wait. This is the top. Good save, Sparkle. Okay, so let's put this down here. And then I have to decide what we're going to put on that. This is just some old music books I had from church. They were getting rid of when they were cleaning. So they came to live with Sparkle. Yeah. That's what happens when you work at church. You get to find things that they're getting rid of. Claim them. Yeah, so this is going to be a fluffy book. It'll be a soft, fluffy book. Okay. So now looks like I have to take off some more on this edge. If I could do it from here. Perfect. Okay, because I didn't want it in the seam. I'm not sure what we're going to do in the seam here, but we're going to add some wet glue down here. And burnish that real quick. Okay, so we don't need those. So let's see what we have. We have a front cover that's starting to come together. We have to put something on here. And we have to decide what we're going to put on here. No, I think it needs something stronger than that. So I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to print out another piece of designer paper for the back. But that's okay for now. We can just move on. So for this is the front. And there's a pattern. So that would have to go down here. I'm wondering if I want to put that up there. I'll put this here. Put this here. No, I don't like that. It has nothing to do with anything. All right, so I'm going to have to come up with something for here. I do like this blue. So let me take this off. And make some marks here. There. And there. Wait a minute. No. Yeah. I got mixed up. So this and this is going to go this piece here. So that'll go there, but I want to round my edges. So I want to round this side. And this side. I'm just doubling up on paper, otherwise it won't go through. It'll stick. Okay. So then this can go here. I like that. And it'll pick up the blue in here. Okay? So that's going to go on here. So I'm going to use the wet glue. Okay. Now, I still need to print a, a layer for here and then some paper for in here. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to sew around the edges, and then I'll be back for part 2. So you have the start of my Rach and Bella's June challenge, and it's the Healing Hollyhocks kit, and I'll leave the link below. So have a blessed, beautiful day, and I'll see you for part 2. Bye.